Folks, Upside Down Philosopher here, coming at you on a Wednesday night from my garage to talk about the darkest subject that there is. So, what am I trying to ruin summer? No. There's some timing involved with this subject, and I'm going to get to that at the end. So, let me just attack this. So, I was wondering how to reconcile the idea that evil doesn't exist. There's just a lack of good, or a lack of light, or a lack of love, or you've probably heard different versions of this. And that made sense to me for a long time, and it still makes sense. And then there's this other idea that I heard from a friend of mine. He said, evil has to be named. So the way that I think you can reconcile this is to think of a hole that you've got in your boat. If you had that kid from the Matrix on your boat and you said, hey look, there's a hole, and he says, there is no hole, there's just a lack of boat. That really wouldn't help deal with the situation unless he's going to fix the hole with his mind. It's better to point out the hole, name the hole, fill the hole, and deal with it. And then if you really want to think about it, that hole is as real as anything else in our lived experience. Similarly, if some group of people were robbing everybody else, or if a giant mosquito was sucking all your blood out, you have to deal with it. So if people are doing evil things in this world and we find out about it, then we have to deal with it. Some things have to be dealt with even if they can't be grasped. Alright, so I didn't even give a definition of evil. For the purpose of this video, it's good enough to say that there might be some bad things that you or your friends have done in your life and you wouldn't do again, and there might be some bad things that very few people would do, and you wouldn't do it and your friends wouldn't do it, but you kind of know at least why it would happen. So for example, if you find out that somebody killed their spouse for an insurance payment, you know why. And then there are things that you couldn't believe that anybody would do. And so this is where the word unspeakable comes from. And so as far as the timing, why I'm talking about this dark thing in this beautiful summer that we're having, there's been a tipping point where more and more people are being, if not believed, at least listened to in terms of some very unbelievable things that they've been through. And the unbelievability is also part of how this could hide for so long. So for those people that have been through these things, how amazing it is that people are listening to you now. And for everybody else, let's say you don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I won't tell you who to believe, but if you practice discernment, you're going to find that that a lot of unspeakable things have been going on for a very, very long time in this world, and they are coming to light. So if it is a lack of light, the light is coming now, and that's a beautiful thing, folks. So take care of each other. I will talk to you tomorrow.